The Nigerian Army have admitted the killing of
16-year-old Ismail Muhammed in Zaria, Kaduna State on Tuesday. On X, the army said they were called to restore peace in the area after the outbreak of hoodlums, but one of the men who they've now arrested and interrogating sadly fired a warning shot that claimed the life of the teenage boy. Well, let's see some lines of their post on X yesterday. It says that on the 6th of August 2024, troops of the Nigerian Army received a distress call that some hoodlums gathered in Samaru in large numbers, burning tires on the road and pelting stones on security personnel. The troops immediately mobilized and arrived at the scene to disperse the mob and enforce the curfew imposed by the state government. On arrival at the scene, the hoodlums brazenly attempted attacking the troops, prompting a soldier to fire a warning shot to scare the hoodlums away, which unfortunately led to the death of a 16-year-old boy, Ismail Muhammed. The soldier involved has since been arrested and undergoing interrogation at the time of this report. Now, the next picture is of the bereaved father. This picture was taken when top army officers visited him after killing his son. Well, it said that he was compensated with 300,000 naira. Although he agrees that he received that sum of money, he, however, adds that it was for him to buy pure water, as he was told, and not for the loss of his son.
Saying that, just tell us, you have an allegation going on social media that you have been compensated with some of 300,000 naira by the GOC. How true is it?
It's not true. The money was given to me. He said I should use the money. He gave me 300,000 naira. He said personally it was one, not compensation. He said I should use the money to buy for but not compensation. He didn't compensate us. That rumor is not true.
Okay, so let's see some thoughts at this point. On X and responding to the father is Sami, who says, use 300K to buy pure water and nothing in you told you that you're already being bought and silenced. Just the play. They're not going to give you any kobo again. And more thought, Reno is suggesting to Mr. President, and he says, it will not be a bad idea for you as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to invite the parents as siblings of the 16-year-old boy, Ismail Muhammed, mistakenly killed in Zaria by a member of our armed forces to Aso Rock Presidential Villa and condole them personally and empathetically. In another reaction to the army at this time, Uwa Fresh says, on arrival, quoting a section of their statement, he says, on arrival at the scene, the hoodlums brazenly attempted attacking the troops, prompting a soldier to fire a warning shot to scare the hoodlums away. He says, this is where I stopped reading. If you want to take responsibilities for your actions, you do that without making excuses. A trained soldier should know how to fire a warning shot, as they say. Then your update says, whether they lied or not, but they accepted the wrong and the officer arrested and a condolence visit to the boy's family. What have the Nigeria police done over the death of the people they killed directly? Let them breathe a little and the suspect pay for his crime. Well, from a warning shot, as Army puts it, to a stray bullet to the Nigeria police right there, but condolence is really, we leave it at that. Now, even with the arrest of some of the tailors that are mass-producing Russian flag for protests in parts of Nigeria, some demonstrators have continued to fly the flag. In Kaduna State, for instance, some of the protesters who spoke to AIT in an interview that has gone viral justified their action, noting that they have a clear understanding of what they're doing.
President is making us to be angry. People are dying because of hungry. Let's President remove this fuel subsidy. We are looking for help from Russia.
We need immediate plan. We don't need long-term plan. Okay? So Russia is communist. The West and the IMF, they are capitalists. These guys shipped our fathers to Europe during the days of slavery, and they colonize us and they subjugate us. Okay, they subjugate us, and they are what? They are exploiting our resources. Okay, they are actually exploiting our resources. Our leaders have been their puppets, and we cannot take it anymore.
All right, so that's from Kaduna State. On Instagram, Taylor Victoria says, if Russia can save us, then let there be Russia. But then people soon came for him and said, I am... Lynn Finch, for example, says, Russia is bad news. I hope you all know that communist policies entails it's same as military rule where human rights are always grossly violated. What Nigeria needs is a decentralized system of government like the Northwest and Northeast having a governor central, general, and then the Southwest and the North Central having a governor central, South and Southeast having another governor central. And final thought on this one is also from Instagram and from Superstar Skinny, who says, I'm wondering why they didn't display this same energy when their brothers were in power. Why are they suddenly crying now that another tribe is doing same thing their brothers did for years? This is not the right time for any protest because the system has been in a mess for decades. Tinubu is just a year old in office. He is the captain and the leader of at the far front. He is the #1 insider, and if he says the only way he can deliver is by us going through this process, then let's endure and hold him to his words. Yeah, but as Southwest lawmakers at the National Assembly petitioned the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to arrest and prosecute the sponsors of the Igbo Must Go agenda on social media. Netizens have argued that some people in leadership positions may also have to be invited by the IGP. This is as an old video of Nigeria's president's wife, Senator Remi Tinubu, has resurfaced online. Well, in the video, she argues that unlike other tribes who are occupying the Southwest, the Igbos have continued to debate the legitimacy of the Yoruba people, and therefore they will be chased out and their inheritance be taken by others. All right, so that was it right there. Now to Edo State, the University of Benin, UNIBEN in Edo State, has resumed academic activities after a month closure that was caused by protests by students against power outage in the school. Well, the management has presented new terms to the student. Among other things, they are to sign an affidavit that they will not sponsor or be part of any form of protest in the school or in the school environment. Otherwise, the result will be withheld. Now, this is just the circular, but our focus is in the next slide, which is page 2, just down there. Yeah, it says to be of good conduct and not to sponsor. I'm reading V right there, just down there. It says to be of good conduct and not to sponsor or participate any unauthorized assembly or demonstration within the campus or their precinct. So apparently you also need to start seeking approval for you to have protests in University of Benin. So let's see some thought on the space of social media. Delight says they are saying the student are they saying the students cannot have any peaceful protest if the school management is not being fair to them? And yeah, more reaction. Samuel John says that alone is enough to start a protest. And more thought from more netizens on the space of social media. This user says, even though this is against our fundamental right, I still support the UNIBEN decision. This will protect the school property from the student not to be vandalized from unforeseen circumstances as a result of the protest. And yeah, Superstin says, so this is the strategy with the appointment of all the political stalwarts into the university board. Truly, we are experiencing a state capture. Well, the protest or whatever led to